Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So here's a quick little story for you. So I was just on a regular, just a regular hike around, off trail and in the forest, but you know, not too far. Not an incredible hike or anything like that, just a little jaunt through the forest per se. Not looking for anything, not on any sort of sifting excursion or anything like that. Just hiking around. In the area I was in, it's fairly surrounded by like quite a bit of industrial stuff. Like there's a few sawmills, a few lumber yards and all that kind of stuff, just like sort of like an industrial area. And I was just sort of like in between these places, screwing around in the forest and looking around and hiking around and whatever. And I came out at the beach, like out of the forest at the beach. And what I came to this, there's an estuary there. Just like where the river meets the ocean, and the salmon come there every year and stuff like that. But just down from it, there's just this little groove kind of canal kind of a thing, just like a little V that comes up to the up from the water onto the beach, and when the tide's high, it fills up with water. And when I was just casually walking past there, something caught my eye, and then when I seen the colors of it, I was like, holy shit, there's a British flag sunken at the bottom of this little canal thing. And so I look around for some sticks. None of them were long enough. It was like kind of right in the center where it got deep. And so I finally rip off this branch that was quite long. It was probably like 6 feet long in itself, like thin, but quite long. And dredged that into the water, screwed around with it for a few minutes, ended up bringing it in. But yeah, so check this out. So it's a Union Jack. It's a British flag. And that is one side of it. That's the more clean side of it. I mean, it's covered in mud and got some marks on it and whatnot, but that's the clean side of it. But here's the catch. Here's the interesting thing. I just brought it up now, like it's still all wet. I'm going to dry it out. And I'm going to hang this puppy. It's cool. This is 100% a treasure found. And it's got a story to it too, okay? So if you look at this side, it's burned. That might look, on this camera quality, it might look like mud, but it's not mud. Like those are all black burn marks like this, and this is all sort of like melted, and like you can tell it's been burned. It's all burn marks up and down it. So that's interesting, kind of spooky in a way, like somebody hate the English burning flags or something like that. I mean, there could be several plausible, normal outcomes for this. I mean, in this industrial area, there's lots of companies that come from all over the world and stuff like that. So it could have been on the back of a boat, and you know, it got clipped by the exhaust or something like that, and dislodged from the pole, or they threw it out, or whatever. Or you know, there's freighters that come in and that from all over the world too. It could have been maybe, I don't know, a freighter from England, and some guys were hopping around a campfire before they set sail the next day. And one of them had the flag out or was waving it around, and it clipped the fire, and then they abandoned it and it ended up in the water. Or who knows? It could be some sort of radical statue chopper out there burning flags. Who knows, right? But yeah, either way, to me, it's just a cool treasure. It's just an interesting thing with some sort of story behind it that was located in a very rural area in the forest along the beach by the water. And yeah, so that's today's treasure, guys. To me, that's quite unique and quite interesting and quite a cool thing to come across. So here's just one last look over at the whole thing. And there's the burnt side right there. And yeah, it looks like, it literally does. It looks like flag burner style. Like if you look at it, if you hold it like that is the perfect angle to just be like, oh yeah, fuck you, and torch the damn thing and huck it in the water, throw it away, and let whatever happens to it. Like that's like textbook angle for just somebody fucking torching it. So yeah, who knows? But either way, it's a treasure found, and it's a cool thing, and it's another story from one of my adventures. So yeah, that's that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and look forward to more.